We drive on roads every day, often without giving them a second thought. They're just there, stretching out beneath our wheels, carrying us to work, school, and everywhere in between. But have you ever wondered what's really going on beneath the surface? Roads look tough, solid, unbreakable, built to handle whatever we throw at them. They seem strong enough to handle anything, from the lightest bicycle to the heaviest truck. Big rigs, heavy traffic, you name it. Day after day, thousands of vehicles roll over them, and the roads just keep going. But underneath that tough surface, there's a hidden world. Layers of materials, each with a job to do, working together to keep us moving safely. And it's a world that water just loves to mess with. Water is always looking for a way in, and when it finds one, trouble isn't far behind. Think of it like this. Imagine you're driving, rain tapping on your windshield, and you trust the road beneath you. But what if that road is hiding a secret weakness? You ever see a boxer take a punch? Looks tough, right? The crowd cheers, the boxer stands strong, barely flinching. Now imagine that same boxer with a bad sunburn. Suddenly, every punch hurts a lot more. The skin is sensitive, and what used to be easy to handle now leaves a mark. Same punch, whole different story. The damage is deeper, and the pain lasts longer. Roads are kinda like that. On the outside, they look ready for anything, but underneath, they can be surprisingly vulnerable. They can take a beating from the top, but underneath, they're surprisingly sensitive, especially to water. When water sneaks in, it can turn a strong road into a weak one almost overnight. Water might seem harmless, but it's a road's worst enemy. It doesn't just sit on the surface, it finds every crack, every tiny opening, and works its way down. It seeps into cracks, weakens the foundation, and causes all sorts of expensive problems. Potholes, crumbling edges, and even dangerous sinkholes can start with just a little bit of water. And the worst part? We don't even see it happening most of the time. It's sneaky like that. By the time we notice, the damage is already done. But just like a good mechanic knows what's going on under the hood, we're going to take a look under the pavement. We'll uncover the secrets that keep our roads strong or make them fail. We'll learn how water does its damage, why it's so hard to stop, and how we can protect the roads we rely on every day. So the next time you hit the road, you'll know what's really happening beneath your tires. All right, so you got your asphalt or concrete on top. That's the part everyone notices, the smooth, dark surface of a freshly paved road or the pale, sturdy look of concrete. It's what we walk, bike, and drive on every single day, and it's easy to think that's all there is to a road. That's the stuff we see, the stuff we drive on. But roads are a lot more complicated than they look from the outside. Underneath that top layer, there's a whole world of engineering going on, hidden from view, but absolutely essential. But underneath, it's a whole different ballgame. The real strength of a road comes from what's below the surface, not just what's on top. First, you got what they call the base layer. This is a thick, tough layer that acts as the backbone of the road, supporting everything above it. It's like the foundation of a house. Just like you wouldn't build your home on bare dirt, you can't just lay asphalt or concrete on the ground and call it a day. Usually made of crushed stone or gravel, packed down tight. This material is chosen because it's strong, drains water well, and can handle the constant pounding from traffic above. The base layer is carefully compacted, sometimes in several stages, to make sure it's as solid as possible. If it's not done right, the whole road can start to crack and sink over time. This layer helps spread the weight of all those cars and trucks evenly. Think about how heavy a loaded semi-truck is. Without a strong base, that weight would crush the road in no time. Below the base, you got the subgrade. This is where the road meets the earth itself, and it's just as important as any other layer. This is the natural soil underneath everything else. It might look ordinary, but it's the foundation for the entire road structure. Now, here's the thing. Different soils have different strengths. Some soils are firm and stable, while others are soft or loose. Some are rocky and solid, others are more like clay and, well, less than solid. Clay, for example, can hold water and become really squishy, which is bad news for roads. And this is where water starts to cause trouble. When rain soaks into weak soil, it can turn the ground to mush, making it impossible for the road to stay level and strong. You see, a good subgrade is critical for a strong road. Engineers test the soil before construction even begins, making sure it can handle the job. It's got to be stable and well drained. That's why you'll often see drainage pipes or special layers designed to keep water moving away from the road. Otherwise, when water shows up, things get messy fast. Potholes, cracks, and even total road failure can happen if water isn't managed right. Imagine building a house on a swamp. Not a good idea, right? Same goes for roads. If the ground underneath isn't solid and dry, the whole structure is at risk. That's why what's beneath the surface matters just as much, if not more, than what you see on top. Water is sneaky. It's the kind of troublemaker you rarely see coming, but it's always lurking, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. After a rainstorm, it doesn't just sit on the surface. It starts its silent invasion. It finds its way into the tiniest cracks in the pavement, slipping through spaces so small you'd never notice them. Even the most well-built roads have microscopic flaws, and water is an expert at exploiting them. Think of a hairline fracture in a windshield. At first, it's barely visible, a thin line, almost harmless. But give it time and it starts to spread, branching out in all directions. You might not even notice it at first, but over time, those cracks grow. Same deal with roads. What starts as a tiny imperfection can quickly become a major problem if left unchecked. Once water gets in, it starts to work its magic. And by magic, I mean causing damage. It seeps deeper, eroding the materials that hold the road together, and slowly but surely, it weakens the entire structure. It can wash away the finer materials in the base layer, leaving behind gaps and weak spots. Over time, these hidden voids grow, making the road above more vulnerable to every passing car and truck. Remember that house on the swamp? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Just like a house built on soggy ground, a road with a compromised base is asking for trouble. But wait, there's more. Water also messes with the subgrade. The subgrade is the foundation of the road, and when it gets wet, it loses its strength and stability. Some soils, like clay, absorb water like a sponge. They soak up moisture and hold onto it, changing their shape and consistency in the process. This makes them swell up, putting pressure on the road from below. The pavement above starts to lift and crack, creating even more opportunities for water to sneak in. Imagine filling a balloon under a sheet of plywood. Not good. The pressure builds, and eventually, something's got to give. And as if that wasn't enough, water also softens the subgrade, making it less able to support the weight of traffic. Heavy vehicles passing over a weakened foundation only speed up the damage. So now you got a weakened base, a soggy foundation, and cars driving over it all day long. Every tire, every axle, every load just makes things worse. You can see where this is headed. Left unchecked, water turns small problems into big disasters. Cracks become potholes, potholes become sinkholes, and before you know it, the whole road needs to be rebuilt. That's the sneaky saboteur at work, right beneath our feet. If you live in a place that gets cold, you know about freeze-thaw cycles. Water seeps into cracks, freezes, and expands. It's like putting a can of soda in the freezer and forgetting about it. Not pretty. This expansion puts tremendous pressure on the pavement from within, like a demolition team working from the inside out. The result? Potholes, cracks, and a whole lot of bumpy rides. And here's the kicker. Every time the ice thaws and freezes again, the damage gets worse. It's like someone's taking a jackhammer to your driveway every night. Not exactly ideal for a smooth commute. Now, some folks might think, hey, maybe we just need stronger pavement. And yeah, that helps. But even the toughest asphalt is no match for the relentless power of freeze-thaw cycles if water's involved. So, we've established that water is bad news for roads. So how do we keep those roads high and dry? Drainage, my friends, drainage. Think of it like this. You wouldn't build a house without a roof, right? Same goes for roads. They need a way to shed water like a duck's back. Good drainage starts with the road's design. Engineers use slopes and ditches to channel water away from the pavement and into nearby drainage systems. It's all about keeping that water moving, not letting it pool up and cause trouble. But it's not just about fancy engineering. Regular maintenance is key too. Cleaning out ditches, repairing cracks, and making sure those drains aren't clogged with leaves and debris. Remember, a little prevention goes a long way. Just like you wouldn't wait for your engine to seize up before changing the oil, we gotta stay on top of road drainage to keep things running smoothly. We've all seen it. Potholes that could swallow a small car and cracks that run like spiderwebs across the pavement. It's not just annoying, it's dangerous and expensive. Bad roads lead to accidents, damage vehicles, and cost taxpayers a fortune in repairs. Remember that pothole you hit last winter? Yeah, chances are someone's got to pay to fix that, and it ain't gonna be cheap. And it's not just the direct costs. Think about the time wasted sitting in traffic jams caused by road closures and construction. Time is money, as they say. Poor drainage and water damage are major culprits in this costly mess. By investing in proper drainage and maintenance, we can save money, headaches, and maybe even a few axles along the way. You might think city roads have it worse than those quiet country lanes. And yeah, city streets deal with tons of traffic and heavy trucks. But rural roads face their own water-related woes. Think about it. Country roads often have ditches on either side to handle rainwater. But if those ditches get clogged with leaves, branches, or, heaven forbid, a beaver dam, the water has nowhere to go. And then, you guessed it, trouble. Plus, rural areas often have more extreme temperatures, meaning those freeze-thaw cycles hit even harder. Remember that expanding ice? Yeah, it's not picky about where it causes chaos. So whether you're cruising down a busy boulevard or winding your way through the countryside, water is a constant threat to our roads. So how do we fight back against this watery menace? Well, engineers have a few tricks up their sleeves. First off, they're using better materials. New types of asphalt and concrete are more resistant to cracking and water damage. Think of it like giving our roads a suit of armor. They're also getting smarter about drainage. Permeable pavements, for example, allow water to seep through, reducing runoff and keeping the road surface drier. It's like giving the road a giant sponge bath. And in areas with harsh winters, they're using special subgrades that are less susceptible to frost heave. It's like giving the road a warm winter coat. These innovations, along with regular maintenance, are key to keeping our roads safe and in good shape for years to come. Look, roads are the backbone of our transportation system. They connect us to our jobs, our families, and our communities. Protecting them is everyone's responsibility. We can all do our part by driving carefully, reporting potholes and other damage, and supporting investments in road maintenance. Remember that pothole you reported? You might have just saved someone a blown tire or worse. And hey, next time you see a road crew out there braving the elements to fix a pothole, give them a wave. They're the unsung heroes of our infrastructure, keeping us moving one paved mile at a time. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together.